Hello everyone, so in this video I just want to take a quick look at random numbers in Java. So let's get started. So I've already set up my Java project. I've called it random numbers and I've created a class so we can work on it. Now the first thing I need to do is import the library so to allow me to use random numbers or allow me to create random numbers. So I need to just say import java.util.random. So you can see it's almost the same as when we did scanners, but I'm using .random instead of .scanners. Okay, and a lot of what we're doing today is very similar to when we did scanners. So if you're not sure about scanners, you can go back and look at that. Now I just want to touch before we start this is random numbers in programming in general. Okay, so they're not actually random, they're actually what you call pseudo-random. All right, now thinking about code which does not run. Pseudoscience would kind of class as fake science. Pseudo numbers are kind of random numbers that are using an algorithm to work out, and they're not actually random, but they're as close to random as we can get. Okay, just so you're aware, they aren't truly random. So first thing I want to do is set up my random. So I'm going to see random, okay, and I'm just going to call it random. So random. Remember, this could be anything. It's a bit like when we make the scanner and user input. That's what this is. Okay, so I'm just going to make a random. Let's put random num. Okay, just to make it clear, is equal to a new random, and then open close brackets. So there's no need for a system in or anything there like when we do the scanners. Okay, so now I've done that. All I need to do is actually create my random number now. So it's going to be an integer, and I'm going to call it, let's just call it random number, and I'm going to make it equal to a random num dot next int. Okay, now in here, I'm going to finish it off here, but I'm just going to show you. Now this isn't really going to, like, if I leave it like this, it will give me a random range of something between minus 15 billion and positive 15 billion or something like that. So I want to give it a range. Okay, so maybe if I put 3, that would be a random number between 3 numbers that start at 0. So it would give me a random number between 0, 1 and 2. Okay, so if I say 3, but I want the random number to be between 1, 2 and 3, well, all I need to do here is put plus 1. Okay, so this will give me a random number between a random number out of a possible 3 numbers that is starting at 1. Okay, so if I do this now, just use a system out, and then I'm just going to put random number. Okay, and then if I run this, you can see down the bottom it says 3. If I run it again, 1. If I do it again, hopefully give me 2. 1 again, 2 there. So you can see if I keep running it, and you can see it's always between 1, 2 and 3. Now if I show you what I mean, if I take away that and I press play now, you'll see sooner or later it's going to give me a 0. There you go. Okay, so that one is between 0, 1 and 2. Okay, so because I want to start 1, I'm just going to put plus 1. Now, if I wanted a choice between 100 random numbers, I could put 100 in there. And if I wanted a choice between 100 random numbers that actually start at 100, so it's going to be between 100 and 200, you can see there, it's given me 121. If I do it again, it's going to do it again. Okay, so after the bracket is basically where you want to start. All right, so you can see there, that's going to be lower. Okay, and that's pretty much it for random numbers, so I'll leave it at that. And next time we will look at while loops, because I know in the last video I said we would look at while loops. See you then.